Harvard researchers published a study that completely changed how we understand poverty. They discovered that scarcity, not having enough of something, hijacks the brain's attention so intensely that it temporarily drops your IQ by up to 13 points. It's not a lack of intelligence. It's not a lack of effort. It's the mind being so consumed by what is missing that it can no longer see what is right in front of it. Researchers called this the scarcity mindset. And what is fascinating is that Jesus described and then demonstrated how to break free from this mindset. One afternoon, on a hillside, in front of 5,000 hungry people, with just 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. What he did before multiplying that food is more important than the miracle itself. And once you understand it, you'll realize this story isn't just about bread. Part 1. The scene and what everyone misses. John chapter 6 tells the story. Jesus was on a hillside near the Sea of Galilee. A massive crowd had followed him because they saw the signs he performed on the sick. There were 5,000 men, and Matthew notes that there were women and children as well. It is estimated the total crowd was between 15 to 20,000 people. Jesus turned to Philip and asked, "Where shall we buy bread for these people to eat?" John records a revealing detail. Jesus asked this only to test him, for he already knew what he was going to do. The question wasn't about logistics, it was about mindset. And Philip answered exactly how anyone with a scarcity mindset would. It would take more than half a year's wages to buy enough bread for each one to have a single bite. Philip did the math. He calculated what was missing, concluded it was impossible, and stopped right there. Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, went a little further. He found a young boy with 5 small barley loaves and 2 small fish. But then he said, "But how far will they go among so many?" 2 different responses to the exact same problem. Philip focused on what was missing. Andrew found what was available, but still doubted. Jesus used exactly the second one. Part 2. What Jesus did before the miracle. And here is the moment most people skip way too fast. Before the multiplication, before any visible miracle, John 6:11 says, Jesus then took the loaves, gave thanks, and distributed them. He gave thanks. He gave thanks for what was there, not for what was missing. Before any multiplication happened, Jesus practiced gratitude for what already existed. This detail is not a religious ritual. It is the exact opposite of a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset focuses on what lacks and paralyzes you. An abundance mindset recognizes what is present, no matter how small, and takes action from there. Those Harvard researchers who studied scarcity reached a powerful conclusion. Breaking free from a scarcity mindset doesn't start with more resources. It starts with a shift in focus, from what is missing to what is present. Jesus didn't wait to have enough to give thanks. He gave thanks for the insufficient, and the insufficient became more than enough. And the final detail closes this story in a powerful way. John 6:12-13 says, "When they had all had enough to eat, he said to his disciples, 'Gather the pieces that are left over. Let nothing be wasted.' So they gathered them and filled 12 baskets with the pieces of the 5 barley loaves left over by those who had eaten. 12 baskets of leftovers. More than there was at the beginning. This is the mathematics of the abundance mindset, operating through faith. Part 3. The 2 baskets and you. But there is something here that goes beyond the physical miracle. John records that after the miracle, the crowd wanted to come and make Jesus king by force. They wanted the bread, but they didn't want what the bread represented. So Jesus withdrew again to a mountain by himself. The next day, when the crowd found him again, he said one of the most important statements in the Gospels. John 6:27. Do not work for food that spoils, but for food that endures to eternal life. But what I want to offer you feeds something the body can never satisfy. A scarcity mindset always operates at the level of what spoils, what runs out, what needs to be replaced. And as long as the mind stays there, it never leaves the equation of what is missing. The great shift Jesus proposes isn't from 5 loaves to 12 baskets. It's from a mind that counts what is missing to a mind that recognizes what it has and acts upon it with gratitude and faith. Philip got stuck on the math of what was missing. The boy gave what he had, and Jesus did the rest. This story leaves a question that goes far beyond bread and fish. What do you have in your hands right now, no matter how small it seems, that you haven't surrendered yet because it feels insufficient? Philip calculated what was missing and stopped. The boy handed over what he had without knowing what would happen. The multiplication didn't start when Jesus acted. It started when the boy opened his hand. A scarcity mindset paralyzes you before what you don't have. The abundance mindset, which Jesus demonstrated on that hillside, starts with what exists, gives thanks for it, and acts from there. And what Jesus did with 5 loaves and 2 fish is the exact same principle that operates when you stop counting what is missing and start using what you have. Not because scarcity isn't real, but because a mind trapped in what is missing cannot see what could be multiplied. 5 loaves, 2 fish, a boy who didn't know what would happen, and 12 baskets of leftovers at the end. The difference between Philip and the boy wasn't the amount they had. It was what they did with what they had. In the comments below, tell me, what is your 5 loaves and 2 fish? What do you have right now that seems like little, but might be waiting for you to surrender it? Write it down. This is our space for transformation. Follow us. Teachings that transforms the way you think and live. Until our next lesson, with deep faith and practical wisdom,